Welcome to Tribute to Women, Shining On. Join us as we look back throughout the years of this paramount campaign established in 1992 by YWCA of Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We welcome you to follow along as we highlight some of the women who have gone above and beyond to earn this award. We are incredibly honored to be able to have the opportunity to catch up and learn not only about their past achievements, but hear about what journeys these women are currently traveling. I'm Heather Smith, and thank you for joining us today.
Today, I have the opportunity to sit down with Miss Heidi Dulebohn, who received the Tribute to Women Award in 2019 under the Nurture category. I'm so excited to catch up with you today.
Well, thank you, Heather. Very nice to be with you as well. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Heidi, you were nominated by Ballot Health for your dedication and work in a variety of areas. These areas range from your volunteerism to your international work. Specifically, you were nominated for your assistance in bringing the Baby Box program to Niswonger Children's Hospital. With all of these accomplishments in mind, how did you feel when you learned that you would be receiving YWCA's Tribute to Women Award?
Well, thank you for asking, and thank you for the compliments. It was obviously a very great honor to just have had Ballad Health be so thoughtful to think of me among all the many people. There are many wonderful team members and many wonderful volunteers that are really dedicated, and it takes a real village, and for them to have done that for me, I'm very grateful to Ballad Health on many levels, and including nominating me. And so it was an honor. You know, it's funny, Heather, because it's almost like the Academy Awards, and they say it's just an honor to be nominated, and you laugh when you're watching from home. But actually, it's true. You know, it really is true. It really was just to be nominated, that someone thought that much of me to do it. It was an honor. And then to actually receive a call that, yes, you are indeed one of 9 people in the region for this year. And I was really overcome. It was truly a surprise, but a very pleasant one. I will say that I was not as familiar with the Tribute to Women event as some others. So it was, I knew it was a great honor. I knew it was very prestigious. So I was very curious to delve into it and to learn what's going on. This is a marvelous event, and it is well orchestrated. And I had the opportunity to get to know the other recipients as well. And let me tell you, when you're sitting in a room with 8 other people that are extremely accomplished, and they have servants' hearts and give back, you just wonder, what am I doing sitting here? It was a real sort of a goosebumps moment, you know.
Absolutely. And you are most definitely a woman of many hats. And, I can only imagine that it must feel so amazing to kind of meet all of these other women at this event that also, undoubtedly wear many hats as well.
Absolutely, they do. They all are accomplished in their positions in life, and they were married, which was very interesting. All positions, and yet all of them are doing something, giving back to their communities in some way. And I think that is what is so neat. And I just love that the YWCA recognizes this, that they take it upon themselves to seek out nominations. And I was impressed by the judging process. These are blind. They are sent off to judges, 3 judges that are far removed from this area. They are located outside of the state, so they don't know any of these nominees. And so the whole process is extremely well done. It's thoughtful, it's considered, and it is truly a great honor to be among them.
The YWCA's mission is to empower women of all ages and to just help set the path and inspire them to achieve any goal they might set their mind to. Can you tell me what or who was the inspiration that has kind of driven you to strive for all of these accomplishments you've achieved?
Well, I think it probably for many of us starts at home. I was lucky. Not everyone's as lucky as I. I had a wonderful mother and father who raised us that, you are very fortunate. And when you are able, it's your responsibility to give back to your community. And I really truly believe that. I believe, especially when you live in smaller communities, it's almost like you can make more of an impact. And I live in Johnson City, and although I'm not from here, I'm from the Chicagoland area. That when we moved here, gosh, pushing 20 years ago, people didn't know me here, but this is throughout the whole Appalachian Highlands, this is a very welcoming community region, and they open their arms to you and embrace you, and you can get in there, jump in, such as at the YWCA, and help everyone else that lives here as well, and have an impact even beyond the region. So it's a wonderful place to call home, with the YWCA and all the good works that are happening there. Throughout the pandemic, I was extremely impressed with how the YWCA took in the children of essential workers, so the essential workers could continue their work during this pandemic, and the schools were on lockdown. So, and there are so many wonderful things that the YWCA does. And yes, having received this great honor, I wanted to jump in and see how I could be of some help.
And, just let me say, I love the outlook that you have, that, you've been given the opportunity to have this solid foundation built throughout your life with the support of your family, and to then see that now you've been given the opportunity to help others build that foundation so that they can succeed as well. That's a great outlook to have. As we had mentioned before, you received the Tribute to Women Award in 2019 and were nominated by Ballot Health. Can you tell us a little bit about, exactly where you were in life when you received the award?
I was a community volunteer and a team member with Ballad, and specifically I was helping at the Niswonger Children's Hospital with community engagement. And that's when we started. I learned through sitting on a child fatality review board, which is an excruciatingly painful yet very useful, needed position. And I learned that we have a very high infant mortality rate in our area. And what could we as a community, we as a children's hospital do about this? And we started a safe sleep program with baby boxes. And it's just, what can you do with the means you have, where you are in the season of your life at that moment, and the resources you have at hand? What can you do? Well, it's something. Every one of us can do something. I wake up every morning, and if I wake up, luckily so far so good, and you wake up and I thank God or thank the universe or whatever you believe. Be grateful that you woke up, and then say to yourself, what am I going to do to get out there and help somebody today? So at the end of the day, when you get in bed, what did you do to help someone else today? And then that's a good day. That's what they call a good day.
Absolutely. And I think, we can even incorporate that into our routine of every day. There's always something, no matter how small, you can do to make an impact for others. And so it's so incredibly inspiring to hear you speak, and you speak from such a place of passion, and it just irradiates from you. Absolutely. So with all of these inspiring accomplishments, I'm sure that at some point in time, you have been faced with challenges, as we all are daily, even more so now than I'm sure most of us are used to. What do you feel as though has been your biggest challenge, and what did you do to overcome that?
Well, some big challenges. Like a lot of us, I've had a lot of loss in my life. And every time I've lost someone in my family, I've lost my whole family. And luckily I have a wonderful husband. And it makes me want to really live my mantra even more so, to get up every day and get out there and help someone, because it's trite, but it is true. Life is short. So get out there. Yes, there are challenges, and sometimes you think, why me? Why did this happen to my family? Why? We don't know, but what we do know is our days are numbered. So get out there and help someone else, because if you are able that day, you never know when tables can turn and you might need some help. So when you're able to do that, and I think those are some of the challenges. I did a career pivot. I was not always in the volunteer world. I've always actually tried to be a volunteer, but I was in the grain business. Agribusiness. I was a commodity trader for many, many years, and made a pivot to right now I have an etiquette and a career development business. And I enjoy that very much. I think why I enjoy that, and pivoting careers is not easy, but I had a passion for that because it really helps me live this mantra also, that there are lots of people in business that they're missing a little something. We've all worked with people that some just soar, some just fly through their careers, and others seem to be held back. And I could see this gap. And a lot of it were just some of these social skills, soft skills, if you will. I don't even like the term soft skills. And that was something that I have knowledge of and was able to help others with. So, it's just like if you can get up and start helping others professionally and personally in all of your lives, your work life, your home life, your family life, it really all comes together. And it's just one big, I like to say, let's just all be kind. My little tagline is, be kind, it's free. It costs you nothing to be kind. Go contact the YWCA, offer to become a volunteer. There are many ways you can volunteer your time, talents, resources, whatever you have to give, and be kind to someone else. And you will, the person receiving the kindness, that is going to be so important to them. But guess what? It's going to be more important to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I also love to hear you speak of kind of that shift to the positions that you are in now. And it's very inspiring. And I'm sure others will find it inspiring as well to hear that it's never too late to make a shift and to do something you love.
Oh, no, it's never too late. And I had been a grain trader for many, many years, and we moved here. It was just a really perfect time to start this pivot. And then I decided I'd really like to do this full time, work with this business. And I work with so many different people from all around the world. I work with people around the world, organizations around the world. And I'm exposed to the most interesting people and learning different ways to be of some help. And what I love learning is how other people are helping in their communities around the world, because it's really going to take all of us trying to come out of this global pandemic. We've shared this collective trauma, this pandemic, and we really do need to all pull together here and figure out how we're going to move to the next normal. And it's trying times. These are challenging times, but they can also be exciting times, when you figure out what you can do. And I recommend starting locally, start in your own backyard. Look at what is happening at the YWCA. In particular, look at what's happening with Tech Girls. This is a marvelous program, and any way you can get involved, I encourage you to do so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I personally have had the honor of coordinating projects with you, as the YWCA is very, very lucky to have you donate your time and efforts in helping us to continue our mission. And I would love to hear a little bit about your history with the YWCA and kind of where that interest first started.
Well, it's my tenure is relatively short. It is in direct proportion to the Tribute to Women nomination. However, that opened my eyes to all the good works that are being done. And I thought, okay, this is an organization, it's well run, extremely well run. The board is committed. The work that is being done is measurably fantastic and meaningful and changing lives. So how can I get involved? Let's get involved. And I was actually quite really very surprised and thrilled when Kathy Fegans called me. She's the chair of the board, and asked if I would consider becoming a board member, which was really another great honor. You know, it's an honor to sit on a board uh, and be able to continue working with the Tribute to Women, the event. And the pandemics caused us to greatly pivot. Last year, we delivered in the rain with masks on, and actually, it was about a monsoon, and we delivered to the recipients. And we had to get creative. We've gotten creative this year, even though we are the second year in a row, we will not be able to meet in person, which is really disappointing, especially so because this is the 30th year, the 30th anniversary of this event. It's been going for 30 years in this area. And darn it, this would be a nice time to get together. And unfortunately, we cannot. So we've had to be creative again, but it offers everyone an opportunity to honor that woman in your life who has helped you, who has inspired you, who's transformed you, who's nurtured you. This is, and for the price of what we would charge if you were coming to the gala, which is $125. And you can honor this someone, or even in memoriam, you know, and that is, it's just a nice way for you to give back while you're also honoring someone. So if this isn't the ultimate win-win, help the YWCA while you honor some very deserving woman in your life. I really encourage everybody, go to the website, the YWCA, go to the website today, and you will find a link, and please honor someone today for the Share the Light campaign, and share the light that someone's shown on you with others, and help at the YWCA.
Absolutely. And I do think that this Share the Light campaign this year is just it's such a perfect time for that shift. And, you know, this is the year during the heat of the pandemic of honoring all of these women who are the frontline workers, who are kind of keeping the world running, if you will, right now. And it is just an amazing opportunity to share the light of anybody, or living or deceased, who has just made an amazing impact in the world and on others. And Heidi, I want to thank you so incredibly much for joining me today and taking the time out of your busy schedule to find a moment to just talk about your accomplishments. It is abundantly clear that you have touched the lives of so many people. And from myself personally, and all of us here at YWCA, please keep shining on.
Oh, what a kind thing. You're very kind. Thank you, Heather. And thank you for all you're doing to help women and girls at the YWCA. We appreciate all your efforts as well.
Thank you so very much.
If you know someone who has shared their light and would like to honor or memorialize their impact, please visit the link below to submit a tribute. All donations go to support the vital programs of YWCA of Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Thank you.